Christmas time, they had a smoking deal on this for $199 for these 3 pieces. My Home Depot had it for $179 on sale at one point. So that's what you end up getting in that 3-piece system. You know, if you need it right away, then get it. If you want to save some money, wait around for them to have a sale again. So what I do here, this is the top one, this is the skinniest most one. So it comes with this thing right here, and so I put my blades for the Sawzall and a few other things in there that I need, which needs to get labeled. And like I say, the picture up here is no problem. Just laminate a picture, boom, you're done. It's fine and everything. Then it comes with, I think it comes with 1 or 2 of these also. I put the Kaizen foam in to put the bits in there, and then I ended up just cutting out a Kaizen foam to the form because they didn't have the other one that comes with this. I think is one of those giant ones over there, and it didn't fit with this on top of it and closing the door and everything. So that's what I did there. And then I have the Milwaukee Fuel hacksaw. I absolutely love this thing. This thing is fantastic for our needs out on the field and everything. It's portable, so it's a small Sawzall basically, but it does all the little things that we need to do: cut plastic, PVC pipe, or metal, and that kind of stuff. And then I've just got the Craig tool because we use that every once in a while, and so that goes in there. Okay, so now you can close this baby down. And now if you'll notice, the one right below it, I got it as power tools, and I've got it undone already. So now, out in the field, I need to get to a power tool. I don't have to take this thing off if I don't want to. I just lift this baby up. There it is. Just like that, boom. And then all of these power tools fit down in there. So there's the 7 1/4 circular saw. Below that, there's the multiple cutting knife thing. There's the angle grinder down there, and then the brushless fuel, impact driver, and drill. And so that all fits in there very nicely. And so you can just get to it real easy like that. Now you can get to the bottom one. This handle gets in the way, so you start doing some tricking out things. You can either take, let's see, let me take, I'll tell you what, let me close this up and let me show you the different handle situation also. So this one comes right off like this. This one has a handle that flips up. It's awesome. It is fantastic to carry around if you're just going to carry that around and stuff like that. It's great. So if you want to get to this bottom one and open it up, this handle back here gets in the way right now. If you take this off right here, it's set up so that you can open this thing up and it actually sticks. It actually stays. The other thing you can do, and it comes right here with screws, and I've put these little pin pull-outs. You pull this one out, you pull this one out, and this whole handle just is this panel right here. If you get up underneath this gasket, you can pop it out. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna permanently mount these with bolts so that it's secure in there, and then push that back up, and then those 2 guys will sit up there. Then I'm gonna put an electrical setup down in here. I have built and cut out a base here that comes out, and so down at the bottom is where I want to put what we talked about with the bricks or like sand down there, something down there to give it some weight. The reason I haven't yet is I've been testing it out, because this thing, when it gets all stacked up with all of this fun stuff, it can get pretty heavy. So but when you start opening these things up, the higher you go up the stack to open it. So I have had this guy on top of the screws and stuff like that at the very top, and I wanted to get to, I think it was the power tools down below. And so I opened this one up with this and those two things on top, and the whole thing wanted to fall over so I had to hold the top up and everything. So that wasn't as good. So I'm kind of hoping that maybe the weight, so it's a balancing act of, I don't want to put too much weight on this, but maybe I do, I don't know. So then I bought this power strip back here, and then right below that I've got this RV AC port connector thing, and that I'm going to put down at the bottom, and then I will have a small extension cord connected here so that I can basically run that to any long extension cord if we're out in the field and we wanted to be charging or something like that. So what I've done here is these are all kind of the screws that I use a lot. And then I had this printed out at the local library, and I was able to take one of the to build this and put this in here, so it flips up and it does all that kind of great stuff. And this is kind of the stuff that I use all the time. The bit, there it is, that came with these screws. And what I want to do is I want to put magnets up here, and I did that with this one right here. But you can see the bit has fallen down because I don't think the magnet's powerful enough. Well, I just got some of the fast cap magnets, so I'm going to try one here and see if that holds up and everything. And then these are the fast cap, fast labels, the lean labels, and they've worked really well on here. And they have not, I don't think they have, this one got a little scrap, but they haven't faded or anything. So they've been really nice. I've been very happy with those. So, okay, that's what's in that one. And then you push the button, it comes out. So then this is a smaller, this is the thin profile one. And again, I've had some things printed out at the library for my needs. So we got a bunch of these little tiny drawer glide screws, and this stuff's just too big. You know, these are too big for that. Yeah, this has got dividers and stuff in it, but really not much. It's not that great. Then I had these made as well, and they fit inside here. And then I had the long ones because you can see this is what it comes with, and it comes with these dividers that you can pull out and stuff like that, but there's none that are lengthwise. And so you can see I got long screws, and so this works out great for the lengthwise. And I've got some labels that need to get done. You know, that's the kind of thing that with lean, you know, you're just never done. I have a bunch of these PackOut boxes. And the reason is that our Home Depot had them on sale, crazy sale. Like the slim pack ones were like $15 a piece or something like that. And then they had a deal where you buy one of these, and I think you got one or two of these half-size ones for free. They always have crazy sales, and it's just, you know, one of the things I do is I go to Home Depot a lot. So so this is where the idea started, and it just kind of went crazy from there because there were just so many possibilities. But this is going to be our seed box. So our seeds are all going to be in there. And what I did is I just got some gasket sealant for doors at Home Depot, and I put them on there and then pressed them in really well, and then made sure that I closed this down, because the seeds were sneaking out through the little gaps and stuff like that. They weren't sneaking out here because this has got a gasket built in, so it's waterproof, which is fantastic. Now we can take this whole thing right here and put it in our refrigerator to save our seeds, and it just goes in there and all of that, and it's perfect. So in the future, if I take these, I had these printed as well, the Jang disc. So this is our Jang seeder. So this is what we direct seed all of our stuff with. Right down in here in this hopper, you can change this out, and it changes the size of the holes for the different kind of seeds that you do and stuff like that. So in the past, what we've had to do is we walk all the way out to the fields and everything, and then it's like, oh, I need this seed, so I need a new disc. So you walk all the way back in here, and you go to this board over here, and you find the one that's inside of there, and two of them fit right next to each other perfectly, and it still is able to close up and everything. Just smoking awesome. And everything, and then it's like, oh, I need this seed, so I need a new disc. So you walk all the way back in here, and you go to this board over here, and you find the one that you need, if you can remember. So now, with this PackOut system, and this is where it all started, these fit perfectly inside of there, and two of them fit right next to each other perfectly, and it still is able to close up and everything. Just the back of the PackOut, two of them, and basically you'd be able to take the Jang cedar and just put it in like that. So if you can imagine that the PackOut's right there, and it should hold it. I might have to do multiple ones because of the rattling around that happens, but this is pretty doing is I've got some pins that I'm going to put in here, and instead of these thumb screws that are tough to get out and tough to line up, I'm going to get pins, take them out to take this part off, because this is really cumbersome with this long handle and then this neck coming down to here. So if I can get this off and attach it like on the other side of the PackOut separately with these things, and then attach this, because see, this fits inside of these too. So to the PackOut and take it out with us, with the seeds, with the discs, with everything that we would need. So then you put all of this together. It's got a fantastic shoulder strap that clips off, and a pocket right here that you can actually put this shoulder strap in if you want to get it out of the way and everything. So it's really awesome. And then this handle's fantastic. And if you look underneath, right there are the feet that this thing attaches to the top of one of these guys on. And it's magnificent. It's wonderful. It attaches. This is just a Pittsburgh ratchet set from Harbor Freight. So I had feet printed out, and I attached them, and now to the PackOut, and you just push this little handle down, and it's not going anywhere. And so that's the kind of thing you can do. This is my electrical box bag. Love the bag, but I need to attach more feet to it so that it can sit, and it fits perfectly in a half size. Boom, just like that. So that's what I need to do as far as that. And then that will be attached. I have taken it out with me on this PackOut, and it does stay pretty stable without the feet on it. But ultimately, yeah, that's what I want to end up doing. This size tote, I think, is the middle one. I think this is the 12. I can measure it and text and put it in there what it actually is, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. And this is just kind of like you had said, like we were talking about. Here's the pencils, the magnets, the utility knives, the bars, the hammer, just all the wrenches and pliers and stuff like that. It even has room for a level, and I can put all my different kind of tapes on here. It's really nice. It's got a place for the tape measure in the front. I wish there were more pockets on this side here. This is the big mouth open side for the bigger tools and stuff. I still wish there were some pockets or some loops would even be better to kind of put things in so they don't move all around. You can see that things kind of get crazy right there. But that